We are one turn away from sundial. However, 2 or 3 turns ago, we got a great prophet, Epicurus, born in Ninurta. Anyway, I have moved him to Babylon to think about what we're gonna do with him. There's a couple of choices. As he's a great prophet, we could build a holy something, which we can't because we already built whatever we could in Akkad. Another thing that we can do is have him join City, which would give us plus 5 hammers and plus 8 gold per turn in Babylon, which is kind of impressive, to be honest. We can also discover a technology using him. However, that is a bit problematic because I checked that at this point we're getting the sundial, which will give us a couple of interesting things. Then we're going to locks, then to seafaring, and then to cloud patterns. I think that the only useful thing that we could get would be the cloud patterns. But I'm not entirely sure that it's worth it. Because, to be honest, I'd much rather have the gold and production. Babylon already has a shit ton of production, which is 197 hammers per turn. Which is, I think, more than any other city. No, actually, Ninurta has 215. Interesting. Well, all in all, though, I think we're gonna make him join the city. It might be a waste, but this is a long-term game. So one technology would help us a bit, but this is gonna help us as well and increase our current earnings and production. So let's do that. Jade Importer has been just finished in Babylon, and we're working on the mercenary camp. Ninurta is working on tavern. By the way, Babylon is at 70,000 people now, which is a pretty decent sized city for the fact that we are almost 3,000 years before the so-called born of Christ. So let's see the sundial, and then we're gonna move towards locks.
I go away and come again each day, but you shall go away and never return.
So this gives us the Gate of the Sun, World Wonder. Requires sundial, sculptures, and stones. Also it's with clockwork. We can build a sundial, which is a good thing, and what is this? Antikythera mechanism, +1 science, +4 culture, +2 great scientist. One of 3 technologies actually seems pretty good. Requires gears and bronze wares. Wait, what did we... Oh, we built the salt mine here. Okay, let's make a mud path now. And I'm wondering, can we build some of these wonders somewhere? I think you guys... Okay, you can't, and neither can Babylon, right? Yeah, these are just done. So what about some other cities, like maybe Akkad? Yeah, Akkad could build it. The Great Gate of the Sun. Requires sundial and stone. Why don't you have stone? I'm surprised. You don't have stone. You have stone tools, but not stone. So who has stone? Do you have stone? No. Does anyone else have stone? No. Could be the culture, Terrascan, but not the stone. So you know what? Let's check who has stone, and we'll... That is salt. We don't have stone, it seems. There's marble, there's obsidian. Here is stone, but that's not ours. Here's Kava. Again, no stone. This is salt. In the entirety of our empire, we have no stone. It seems. On for two is maybe. Can we trade for stone? These guys. Who are you? Sumerians? Yes. Sumerian nation. They do have stone. No. They don't. Okay. So, is there anyone else who would trade for stone? Who has stone? I can't seem to find anyone. There's diamonds. Here is stone. Alfapiomega has 0. Delhi, so that's Indians. Or stone tools. So you can, I guess you can trade for stone, which makes a lot of sense. But let's try in the Spanish nation. They are very friendly towards us, so... Nope. Nope, they can't trade stone. Okay, never mind then. However, we can build a sundial, which is a pretty awesome thing for all that care about such things. It gives a lot of production, a bit of education, and is required to build the Gate of Sun. Acquire sundial and stone. Yeah, what is this? Grand Earth Festival. Acquires myth affects Earth. That's weird. I haven't noticed that. Anyway, we are working towards locks now, which is our next big target. I'm still carrying some of the units here and there. I'm still working on making Sipar less mad at me, which is actually working fairly fine. Working on the butcher now. They're still free, so maybe we can assign some more buildings here. Gambling den. There would be a cheap way how to make you less unhappy. And there was something else here that I saw a couple of turns ago. From here I can go to the end. Gears. Sculptures workshop. Okay. But where was it? Was it a pavilion? Yeah, here. Okay, so we're gonna change it like this. I'm gonna put this, and before it, the gambling den. We'll take away some of the unhappiness of you. Anyway, I'm gonna burn a couple more turns and get back to you folks when we get locks, or when we get something else. I'm really specifically looking forward to the seafaring and cloud patterns. I think that the cloud patterns will boost our economy quite a lot. One turn away and we're gonna get locks, which are a great way how to lower crime across your entire empire through the use of a building. However, the previous building possibilities, you know, the technology, has unlocked us a smuggler's shanty, which I had no idea about, but it's a really good building. It gives plus 10 basic income. However, for our capital, it is 29.4 gold. It increases crime slightly. However, I have already built extra town watchmen to keep it at bay. It also lowers the espionage a little, and it gives a bit of unhealthiness. But we can do with that, and we can have it, and it's gonna be awesome. It's going to be finished in 2 turns, so I'm gonna wait for that to kick in while playing. Now, let's look at locks. However, I believe that this much gold in every single city, if kept under careful control, will eventually give us a huge boost to scientific research. Because that one is directly coming out from, well, not directly, but is greatly influenced by your gold production. And more gold means more points in science. We're already at 1844, so let's make it better. Now, locks coming up. Coming up.
Instead of giving a politician the keys to the city, it might be better to change the locks.
So, locksmith lowers crime by 10 per turn and gives a bit more gold and 5 extra points in espionage. Requires copper wares or iron wares or steel wares or titanium wares or aluminium wares. Oh, I see where this is coming from. So that's the problem. We will probably not be able to have. We don't have the wares. We don't have the wares for this. Fuck me. And the only copper that we have is locked in mountain. So this might be a good reason to go to war against someone, to be honest. There is copper here, but in a mountain as well. Is there a copper present somewhere outside of a mountain that we could get our hands on? Here, in the city directly. Okay, well, that is brutal. What about here? Oh, there's iron. No, that's silver, actually. I don't see iron anywhere. So copper was discovered but in the mountains. And here's more copper but again in the mountains. So I don't really see. The war with them would not bring us anything. It would just put us on a place where we have the same problematic situation. So really, you guys seem to be the ones that should give me the copper per ore. Copper wires. Never. Prepare. You know, if he didn't ask for things like barley, which we can't give him, or squash, or resin, this might have been a really good way how to do it. So we'll give him silver instead of barley. We'll give him candles instead of squash. Give him tin ore instead of resin. Give him silverwares, silver ingots, raw fish instead of banana. We'll give him carcasses, hematite ore, tapestries, toys, and cloth instead of cotton. Donkey and pig is gonna go away too. And instead we'll give him dried fruit, dried fish, fruit, ivory, fish oil, and hide. He did! He did take it! Awesome! So we have copper wires now. So he's giving me first pelts and copper wires, and I'm giving him this fucking amount. Actually, I forgot about prime timber. But never mind. This should still allow me to build locks, if I'm not completely mistaken. Yeah! Awesome! So we can now build locks in our cities. That is awesome. That is awesome. So the smuggler's shanty has been finished. It increased our research a bit, I think, but not by that much. I think we damaged our relations by... You made an arrogant demand. Yeah, well. We did, to be fair. We did. But now I'm gonna build locks everywhere and lower the crime. Because that's how we deal with stuff like that. But I should really start considering an invasion of a sort. Because this is just ridiculous. Actually, you know what, maybe even attacking this city might be a good choice. They have lemons. And this would open up a way to places like these. Though I don't want to be so rough, you know, with everyone. I just want to let them enjoy themselves. So now let's build the locks here and everywhere else. So I'll keep doing this, and you guys can just wait till we get seafaring, because that's going to be another important part in our development.